I have seen that President Mahama is not a listening government. He doesn't care about the people. He cares about his gold. That's why they brought the gold board. Look at how
beautiful and comfortable.
No, they brought their gold board. This one is not a gold board, it's Galamsey board. I'm telling you. It's Galamsey board. If I have power, I will dissolve that board.
You want to dissolve the gold board?
Dissolve.
Have you seen the contributions to...
Have you seen the devastation? Have you seen the devastation? If you want to talk about the good things gold board has done, go to our forests, go to our lands.
Come on.
You go to buy contombre, and one contombre is now 20 Ghana cedis. People don't farm anymore.
All right, Abusia, for one wakwaba aba Pinaxtv day updates I day random no set money ewa say. Yes, I mean we have a lot of updates I day ebremo and enumere ekoya bed on radio and media. Yeah, the updates and kasa ena ebremo. Yes, so back to back updates and I the ebremo from a year now going. And to stick with us, say oh abekan ho. So you can be abreast with a year and someone a year Ghana. So yes, the very first year update I did Mamo is about a Sammy Gyamfi. I said now a year the NDC for now kase bi ono akasani party for no e bi mo kra nyanka ye be sakeno because omo feel say a year gold board na yate no some of a year omo enema and I say omo gold omo eto edi free omo most of them no omo eto and I say gold board no omo to edi free a year yanka no say galamsey for ho and na omo eto a year gold no edi free. So this is a year the update I dey emma more about a year Sammy Gyamfi dodo na edi ababe tuja about a year ne party mu anka sakra no mu benya nanka ya SACKED no the free a year gold board ho na way and a year vice president of Imani Ghana Mr. a year Kofi Bentel and so the ababe tusubia and also can be said a year 85% of a year gold board omoto edi omujuma no omoto the free a year galamsey for ho dodona and so ehune say yes indeed sa ena ekoso no ka hu bi ena ama president John Dramani Mahama omuntimi enko entia galamsey no entu ase krakra emfem free Ghana ha no. And yes, this is the updates that we are giving to you. And from Mr. Kofi Bentel the other tools will be enso so HSA this is for no okay yenko na yenko tie Mr. Kofi Bentel then some more kind especially about Kofi this is for no say impose we DC nese galamsey ekoso ewo umpesu aso na asa umpetemu a onsem fata se wotena se anasa wotena akunya so as DC ewo esa umpotem anasa baby a wo no nti yenko tie Mr. Kofi Bentel nensem a odi tu edwa
some DCs you think should have been fired by now if indeed this fight against galamsey
absolutely
what's happening.
When I said I wasn't going for the president's meeting, and by the way, Imani was represented, I put all of that on Facebook.
Some DCs should have been sacked by now.
If I don't see DCs being sacked, I will never admit that the president is serious. He is your man on the ground. Every galamsey going on in this country goes on in a district. He can't tell you he doesn't know. If he doesn't know, that is catastrophic incompetence. All right? And if he knows, what is he doing about it? And look, what are we afraid of? Sack DCs every week. I have said, Ken has repeated, forfeit the lands. Listen, there is benign negligence. I didn't know and something happened. If galamsey happens on your land, the best you can say as a chief, as a DCE, regional minister, is benign negligence. I didn't know. Benign negligence in the case of galamsey, which is an existential problem in this country, okay, amounts to catastrophic incompetence. You sit in your office, you ride your pickup or your V8, and you say you don't know that galamsey is going on. But that's the best. And if you go beyond benign negligence, there is complicity, which is to say, you know what is going on. You've either decided not to do anything about it, or you are actually part of it. I can tell you, more than 50% of the cases, it is complicity.
Okay, yes. So this is what is actually a year going on. Mr. Kofi Bentel so Eddie Ababe so about a year. Yes. Gold board nanga so muju media dodo na hu ne say yes omo ne eye galamsey for no na to kese omo de eye gold ne airpro omo enu nti no eye NDC for omo wo I mean omo wo NDC mu ankasa penifo ne omo NDC kwona mu party ni mu no dodo na hu ne say enka e wo say Sammy Gyamfi de enka ye unify because gold board adwuma o yes how ba be no wanye say wo di oni galamsey for na beto kese na mo de aye adwuma no nti wei na dodo na enso ka ho asem de wo ho no ma Mr. Kofi Benson de abeto so say 85% ohu ne say 85% gold board for a todi di omujuma ewo eye Ghana has since omo bae no most of them every eye galamsey for ho na eba enti dodo na so akasa fa ho I mean a lot of people are talking about the fact that NS anete dia I mean gold board no omo eboama galamsey juma no kra na ema no ekoso mo no nti I mean a lot of people are talking now way ena Sammy Gyamfi ankasa gold board CEO no so de abeto so abe condemn de ekoso nyina na nsembe na odi tudwa he's saying say I mean enya no kre se mo ka se gold board buy no omo de galamsey for na omo ne omo atokesa omo ne omo ye adwuma na enya no kre because omo to gold no from private licensed gold dealers mo be kaya se si omo buy no whether you are licensed or not licensed so gold e wo ho kwa dia uni kwan se wo de kwa abonten ana se wo de fa gold board no ho ekoton enti se si omo ba ye no mo make sure say omo de mraba eye adwuma e de boa eye Ghana se gold a ebenya wa ha bia has to go through gold board say de wo cocoa board no pepe sa na gold board for no so omo omo de se bebra begu akwam ti Sammy Gyamfi ankasa de nsem ebetu dwa se what Kofi Benson eka no empunka on twen sign ne nsem o kan no on train sign say I mean enya no kre say omo ne yen kan say galamsey for na adwuma na gold no omo to edi free licensed private gold dealers so emposa onya licensed gold dealer they have to make sure say omo nim how you came about this gold because say gold we go di gold board for na no kre say yes you are dealing in small scale mining omo ne small scale miners and juma enye galamsey for and people who are licensed to go into small scale omo and Sammy Gyamfi gold board CEO they abeto bia say omo ni omo edi juma dem mum enye galamsey for said Imani Ghana omo vice president Kofi Benson they atudwa no and yes waba bonten abe counter wama program na ensi kra ho na no so file fresi mu a obai obe counter yes no enye no kra what they are saying on TV so Mr. Kofi Benson they abeto dwa no enye no kra ama odinsem bebre aba abeto dwa nti yenko tie Sammy Gyamfi what exactly did he say to counter what is going on ewo ono ankasa the gold board ho ne nsem amount for the atudwa yenko tie the counter or the buy against Mr. Kofi Benson.
Hello. I can hear you, Alfred.
Yes. There's a quick intervention that you're saying specific about where you are buying the gold from, gold board. Where are you buying the gold from?
Yeah, Alfred, thank you. And a very good morning to your esteemed panelists and your cherished viewers across the world. My attention has been drawn to a false statement that one of your panelists, specifically Mr. Kofi Benson, has made about the sources of gold purchases of the Ghana Gold Board. I understand that he stated categorically that about 85% of small-scale miners in the country are galamseyers, and therefore 85% of the gold being purchased by Gold Board by inference is coming from galamseyers. I want to put on record that that statement is totally false. Mr. Benson should not be allowed to get away with such falsehood on a very important platform such as Key Points on TV3. For the records, Gold Board is a creature of law. The Ghana Gold Board was established under Act 1140 passed by Parliament in 2025. That law provides for how and where Gold Board must buy gold. And if you read it, you will find out that Gold Board by law is mandated to only buy gold from licensed miners.
We buy gold, and Mr. Pinaxtv, who is the head of the Chamber of Mines, will attest to you that there are about 7 large-scale mining companies in Ghana that Gold Board currently buys 20% of their gold. I'm talking about large-scale mining companies. And we buy this gold to shore up our gold reserves. Number 2, when it comes to small-scale miners, the law requires the Gold Board to buy gold or the gold produced by licensed small-scale miners. Now, there are over 2,000 licensed small-scale miners in the country. And that is the primary source of all small-scale gold purchases of the Gold Board. So the Gold Board, by law and by policy, does not deal with illegal miners. We deal with licensed small-scale miners through the Ghana National Association of Small-Scale Miners and the Concerned Small-Scale Miners Association. Now, this is a novelty. This has never happened in the history of Ghana, because since Ghana started producing gold, there has not been any legal and institutional framework that ensures that gold is purchased from licensed miners. So hitherto, you have individual licensees of the PMMC and or the Ministry of Lands and Natural Resources buying gold from everybody, irrespective of the source. Then came 2022, when Kofi Bentel's friend, his political mentor, Bawumia, introduced the gold for oil and gold for forex program. I didn't hear Kofi Bentel ask Bawumia and the Bank of Ghana then where they were buying gold from for their gold for oil and gold for forex program. When we decided as a government and as a nation to go into gold purchases, created that legal and institutional framework that mandates us to only buy from licensed miners. Now, to enforce this legal injunction, the president has directed us to do what is provided for under Section 31F of the Gold Board law, which is to establish a full value chain track and trace system. And the process has started, and we have already given timelines that by first quarter of next year, we will have a track and trace system, which has never happened since Ghana became Ghana. And this system will allow us to trace every gram of gold produced in Ghana and purchased by the Gold Board to its origin mine. So Kofi Bentel lied on your show when he said that the Gold Board gets 85% of its gold from illegal miners. It is not true. So we get our gold from the over 2,000 licensed miners in Ghana.
Right. When you make the point,
let me explain something to you, Alfred.
Quickly.
We, as a corporate entity, do not buy gold directly. We buy it from private licensees, like if it is in the Kuku area.
Right.
So it is possible that a private licensee of the Gold Board, licensed buying agent of the Gold Board, despite the legal requirement of them buying from only licensed small-scale miners, it is possible that you may get some of them breaching this legal provision. That is why we are introducing the track and trace system the president has been talking about, so that we can fish them out, we can segregate the gold, and we can ensure total compliance with this. So you shouldn't sit there and talk about things he doesn't know. Where did he get that figure 85% from?
Okay, so since you said your attention was drawn to it, a couple of things. I then would assume that you weren't watching at the time. When he made that statement, yes, I raised queries about that. But then you make a point about you don't buy gold directly from the miners, and that there is a possibility that the licensed gold buyers that you engage would breach the law that mandates that Gold Board buys the gold from only licensed small-scale miners. There's that possibility that they may have bought from illegal small-scale miners that you are not directly aware of and you are not directly engaging. So that's a challenge. So,
my brother, are you aware of any perfect system anywhere in the world? You cannot have a perfect system anywhere in the world. We are saying that, first of all, understand how gold is bought.
Yeah.
Gold is bought in buying offices in district capitals and regional capitals and various towns across the country. Gold is not bought from mining sites. Okay? So when an individual buyer is sitting in his office in Koforidua and somebody brings nuggets of gold or gold in the form of a powder, that individual Ghanaian may not have the technology to detect whether that seller is a licensed miner or not. And it is the responsibility of government to put in place the systems that will ensure that that buyer is able to trace the source of that gold. I am saying that Kofi Bentle's friends were in power for 8 years. They started gold purchases under gold for oil and gold for forest. They did not introduce any such system.
Okay.
We, in less than 9 months, are introducing that system that will allow these individual licensed buyers of the gold board buying gold for us to be able to detect the sources of the gold they buy.
So the traceability is what you are introducing.
Any objective person, Alfred, will comment. And you will not come and say they're throwing figures around.
So the traceability...
85% of small-scale miners are guaranteed. What is the
so the traceability is what you are putting in place now to identify this and address the challenge.
Did we ever have a conversation about traceability when Kofi Bentle's mentor Bawumia was vice president and he was doing good for oil and good for forest? No, because they were buying gold without any proper institutional and legal framework. That is different from what is happening now under President Mahama. And he has given clear directives, and we are almost done with this track and trace system. But even in the absence of the track and trace system, go to our website. The terms and conditions of our license are clear. We don't buy gold from illegal miners, and we don't deal with illegal miners. We rather, at the time NIMOS was facing challenges with resources, we rather are giving financial and logistical support to NIMOS to go and fight illegal miners. Why will we do that? Can the kingdom divided among itself stand? And then you don't have any evidence, you don't have any data. You come and sit on national television and you throw a figure, which is a figment of your own imagination out there, that 85% of gold bought gold comes from illegal miners. You should stop that propaganda.
Right. So that, Sammy, it's the point that you make about the traceability is the next phase of the conversation in dealing with this challenge. That's what you have identified.
First of all,
as well.
I want Mr. Pinaxtv, who is a key partner of the gold board there, and who currently is working on that.
Is seated here. In fact,
hold on.
Yes, he corroborates the point that you are making.
On the development of model LBMA certified model mines and refinery and all that, to educate Kofi Bentel that gold board buys large-scale mining gold.
Okay.
That's number one. Number two, gold board buys a small-scale gold by law from licensed small-scale miners. But we are not hypocrites.
All right, so that was Sammy Gyamfi trying to rebut what Mr. Kofi Bentel said about the fact that 85% of gold gold board for almost any free small scale miners and no obaya obeye in chemu obechemu de chere almost say empo enya no cry because they try as much as possible say nine must cry setting up nancy and omo agasa na aboa omo with logistics omo try so betimi they are fighting galamsey ekoso no enti den ena omo angasa omo boasa omo be fight galamsey no omo san so eto galamsey for omo gold enti enya no kre. Now they are doing tracking and tracing any ehon ensem bebre say the nyina call ya ekotie no enti at the end of it all he's trying to tell us say what Mr. Kofi Bentel is saying is that 85% of gold gold board for tono every galamsey for her. And yes, he came in live on the show amo manu ensi empo ena oba mu a oba be clear the air no. And yes, that is the clarification Miss Sammy Gyamfi honorable CEO for gold board